Welcome to Tips and Tricks for Mastering Suturing and Knot-Tying during the EMIG exam. This is part 1. The objective of this video will be to provide learners with techniques and tips for completing the extracorporeal knot-tying task on the EMIG Manual Skills Assessment. For extracorporeal knot-tying, the task is to suture close the penrose drain using the extracorporeal knot-tying method. You will need to throw 3 single knots. For this task, you will need the following: 1 laparoscopic needle driver, 1 laparoscopic grasper, 1 knot pusher, either open or closed, 1 laparoscopic scissor, 1 hemostat, 1 suture scissor, 1 marked penrose drain, and 1 suture. The designated suture is a 90 cm silk suture with a 30 mm half circle needle. Our first tip for success is how to properly load your needle once in the lapper bowl. To properly load the needle, it is helpful to understand needle anatomy. There are 3 points of a needle that are used to aid in proper loading. Point A refers to the area 2 cm away from the needle along the suture. Point B is 1/3 of the way along the needle, and point C is 2/3 of the way along the needle. We will now demonstrate 3 ways to load the needle laparoscopically. The first method is to use your needle driver to grasp the suture at point A. Using your grasper, pick up the needle at point B. Spin the needle driver until the light evenly reflects off point C. Stabilize this position with your grasper and grasp the needle at point C with the needle driver. Another way to load the needle is to grasp point A with the grasper, then lightly hold the needle with your needle driver at point C. This should be done without locking down the needle driver. Next, use your grasper to spin the needle to the correct position. The third and final method to load the needle is to lay the needle on a surface, push the needle down at point C with your needle driver, open the jaws, and grasp the needle. You want to be careful to not pick up any additional tissue with either your needle driver or needle. With the needle loaded, angle the needle to puncture the first mark on the penrose drain at a perpendicular angle. You can use your grasper to stabilize the penrose drain. This can be done in 1 or 2 bites. Next, grasp the suture and pull the suture and needle out of the same port that you introduced the needle into. Now it's time to tie the knots. There are 2 types of knot pushers, open and closed. Closed knot pushers do not have an opening and require threading the suture through the eyelet. Open knot pushers can be placed directly on and off the suture without threading. Open knot pushers are more likely to slip off if not properly secured or if there is not enough tension on the suture. Our second tip for success is to secure the free end of the suture with a hemostat to avoid accidentally pulling the entire suture into the lapper bowl. We will first demonstrate how to use the open knot pusher. To start, place the suture secured with the hemostat in the left palm. Throw the first knot using the 2-handed knot-tying technique. Next, move the left index finger so it is above the knot. Hold the free end of the suture in between the left thumb and left middle finger. Next, place the open knot pusher on the suture and push down the knot. You want to make sure to place enough tension on the suture so the knot slides down, but not too much tension that the penrose drain detaches. The second throw will be in the same direction as the first. You will then switch directions for the third knot. When pushing knots down, remember to push past the knot instead of right on it. To use a closed knot pusher, you will need to thread one side of the suture through the eyelet of the closed knot pusher. An advantage of the closed knot pusher is that it is less likely to slip off the suture. You will then perform a one-handed tie with the free end of the suture. Holding tension on both ends of the suture, You will then push the knot down with the knot pusher, making sure to push past the knot instead of right on it. Tip number 3 to save time is that you may throw 3 knots in a row with spaces in between and then push the knots down one by one. Keep in mind, this can only be done when using an open knot pusher. This concludes tips and tricks for mastering suturing and knot tying during the EMIG exam, part 1.